The destruction of Scotland continues in the hands of the SNP minions. We had Nicola Sturgeon, and now we have Humza Yousaf. Their ultra and extreme net zero measures continue to be, well, obviously outclassing the rest of the UK. We got the British government here in Westminster, for example, saying, well, we're not going to go with extreme net zero measures anymore. We're not going to go with 2030 targets. We have our own 2050 targets and everything else. And in reality, the devolved administrations don't care about any of this. The SNP administration in Scotland are going along with banning cars and banning gas boilers and everything else. And they're going to destroy working class houses in Scotland just to make Greta Thunberg happy. This is about the gas boilers because from 2025, the properties will need to meet Energy Performance Certificate EPC rating of C or above at certain trigger points, including a sale. So, but the EPC rating system will first be overhauled, and more stringent green standards obviously will be introduced, meaning that some homes that currently achieve a C rating will be downgraded. So all the effort you made, no, you're still not green enough. So from 2025 onwards, they're going to be banning the gas boilers. So if you have a home that's been there for a long time, you've got the infrastructure and the boiling system and everything else, all that's going to go. And it's going to cost you £10,000. And on top of that, everything else every single year. But it's okay, because Attenborough and Greta will be happy. They might clap for you at 8 p.m. on a Thursday. You never know. Now, the Scottish government has estimated the cost of converting all homes to zero emissions, which is impossible, by the way, as £33 billion, but provided an initial package of support of only £1.8 billion over the current Parliament. A strategy published by ministers in 2021 admitted that the average cost of installing a heat pump is around £10,000, 4 times the £2,500 cost of a new fossil fuel boiler. 4 times. Now, however, the document admitted that this may cause energy bills to rise, saying that in some cases, zero emission system will cost more to run than fossil fuel system they replace. So not only you're going to have to pay more to replace it, but even on a daily basis, you're going to have to pay more. So you're going to be freezing to death in the winter, especially those in Scotland with that weather, especially the elderly and pensioners. But the government, they still really want your support. They really want your votes. So they're going to give you some freebie when the election times come. And they're going to trick us as usual. And a lot of people will still be voting for the same parties. SNP, Labour, Tory, Lib Dems. This is why nothing changes, because we keep voting for the same system. This is the issue. Anyway, writing in the Herald on Sunday, Patrick Harvey, who is basically in charge of the net zero mission in the Scottish administration, said, improved energy efficiency is essential, but nowhere near enough. We can't insulate our way to zero carbon buildings. To do that, we need to change the way we heat homes. To meet our 2030 targets alone, more than 1 million Scottish homes will need to change to a climate-friendly heating system. A massive transition as big as the shift from coal to gas last century, but in a shorter timescale. I love how he knows the problem. He knows the challenges, but he's still going to be pushing for it. Again, where is the media scrutinizing this? Now we've got Douglas Lumsden, who is the Scottish Tories' shadow net zero secretary, because they still have net zero secretaries for some reason, saying that the Green Minister is typically acting like he knows best by ploughing ahead with these plans. This is hugely naive, considering he has put in a pitiful amount of the funding required to support homeowners to replace gas boilers. Penalizing them during a cost of living crisis is simply unacceptable. While we all want to see a just transition, policies must be fair and measured. Again, just nice words from Tory politicians. You're still following the same net zero ambition, at least. Your policies may differ a little bit on a technical level, but it's still the same program. And they expect us to believe that the same Tory government is going to be standing in the next election saying, we are going to be practical. We are not going to be harming working class homes. Yeah, but you're still doing it. You still have the green taxes. You still got all the regulations and all the bureaucracy. You're still going ahead with banning things within the next decade or so. So are you listening to the public or not? Now let me know what you think of this story in the comment section. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.